Rabbit?
Farah, my man.
Oh, he's frozen.
Your webcam is frozen.
Alright.
Okay, well, Farah's webcam's frozen. Oh, there we go. Farah, how's it
What
going,
up?
my friend?
Oh, I see.
How you doing, Farah?
What up? I'm alright. You?
Yeah, pretty good. Enjoyed your games earlier. How do you think
Yeah,
how do you think you guys are doing so far?
well, I don't really know whether we'll go through the group stages or not because Hadouken have one last game and they've won all the games so far apart from Reason, and we also lost to Reason, so we're kind of 2-2 at the moment, but we've lost to them. So it depends on the next game whether we actually go through or not, and all the stats, because they're not going to do a tiebreaker. So I'm not entirely sure whether we're going to go through or not, but it's been fun so far, and I think.
Awesome. The very first game you guys played earlier today, what was your strategy behind that? Because you lost all of your tier 2 towers after 15 minutes, and you ended up dragging the game on for 70 minutes. What was the hope for that game?
I don't know. We got pretty outplayed because they started 5, and we got caught out a lot. We didn't. Also, there was one incident where we were pushing a tier 1 tower and they were going for the tier 2, yet none of us had called they were going for the tier 2, so we let it go for no reason. Instead, we just failed a smoke gank mid in order to trade for that tier 2. What we should have done is TP to that tier 2 and mounted some kind of defense because they had the gold advantage at that point. So, and it kind of snowballed from there. I didn't play very well. I wasn't used to the keyboard, though that's an excuse, to be honest. I just played really badly. And however, we managed to take a few team fights, and once Sand King got level 6, because one of the problems was that we didn't have level 6 on our supports for a very long time. I got my level 6 on Rubik at 19 minutes, which is really, really horrible. But what happened was that we somehow managed to take team fights, because every time they would go and focus me or another hero, and I'd explode, but Viper would Viper Strike TA and get poison attack procs on everybody, and Nakes would open wound somebody, and that would be so much damage that the time they take focusing the supports, that they die in. So I don't know, we kind of got hopeful after we won quite a few team fights, but then I don't know, it kind of turned to hell because we made bad decisions like taking a Roshan over a Rax, which is...
Yes, that last Rax at the end, that was the next question I was going to come to. Why did you guys decide to take the Aegis and the Cheese rather than defending your, was it the second set of Rax that you had, top lane?
Yeah, it was a ranged Rax, I think. What happened is that we saw an opportunity to take Roshan while they were pushing from the edge of top lane where it connects in the corner, I think. And we, Hads was calling, let's Roshan, we can get the Sages. And we were hesitating for a moment. We took about 30 seconds of hesitating about whether we were going to Rosh or not. And then we were just like, fuck it, let's Rosh. And then we did it, but we didn't do it quick enough. If we hadn't hesitated, I think we honestly would have gotten the Roshan and instead been able to defend instead of trading the Roshan for the Rax, which was obviously a really bad decision. But it was a very heated game. I mean, it was the first game of the day and it lasted for an hour long. We made some bad decisions and we got outplayed for the first 20 minutes of the game, but they couldn't push our Rax for some reason. They had to disrupt the TA, ban to the TA, and send those illusions in kind of IG style. Or was it IG or was it LGD? I can't remember. It was LGD, yeah, against DK. But sending in those illusions with A, they sent them with A, and they did it with TA. But yeah, it's the same principle. They were able to get damage onto our racks, and they were just able to slow siege us for the last 10 minutes of the game, and it just became really, really difficult. Even though we were winning the team fights, we were executing really well. Apart from when I whiffed a stolen RP, but I didn't really do anything that game, to be honest. For the next 30 minutes of the game, I didn't do anything. I just went in, stole tracked somebody, died, and Viper and Nyx and Sand King would get off their ultimates, they'd get the damage done, and they weren't able to push in. It was a really, really good game, and I wish I played better.
Awesome. Well, you definitely played better in the second game. Have you got any strategies coming into your final game of the group?
We were thinking of a couple of things, but I just want to play VS. That's all I want to do.
So no more Rubik?
No more Rubik.
Even if there's an Enigma. I want to see a Farah Black Hole steal. It's classic from Winterville. Really want it to happen again.
I want a Tide Hunter, to be honest, if I play Rubik. I need to practice them Ravage steals.
Alright, finally, can you show us the t-shirts that you guys have got? Apparently you got team shirts.
This is mine.
You're gonna have to stand up, we can't see you.
Okay.
Yep. Team Dench t-shirts.
Doki, Tim decided to buy them as a Christmas present for all of us, so it was really cool.
Awesome, man. Well, cheers for the interview and good luck in your next game.
Thank you.
Alright,
Bye.
bye-bye.